What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. All right, so this is another channel message. So this message is for somebody who may have a screwy perspective and a screwy story that they believe about themselves. They may believe that their past has been holding them back from experiencing the greatness that they deserve. But I'm here to tell you that you are about to receive a shift in your perspective because you will now realize that you have a special gift that gathers a multitude of people that only you, can have an impact on. And the opinions of you and what you're going to do is not your reality. Like, people don't know what it is that you are able to do. God, universe source, God, Buddha, Allah, all there is, all there would be, the archangels, the ancestors, the nameless ones, all that, child, have planted a seed in specifically you, that only you, the individual, can carry out. There is no one on this planet that can do what it is that you are sent here to do. You're the only one that can do that. And you have to change the story that you believe about yourself. If you believe that you're a failure, if you believe that you can't do great things, if you believe that you're always going to be living paycheck to paycheck and all of that, that's what you're going to get. Because you have that story on autopilot in your mind, and it's time for you to snap out of it. No one rises to low expectations. If they think lowly of you, do not hang around those people. They are not meant for you to be around. You can't flourish in an environment with people who don't think or see you as special as you are. You need to be in an environment where the people around you see how special that you are, and they'll see how special you are because they themselves will know that they are special themselves, and they'll be able to see that in you too. You possess the skills to identify the people who have low expectations of you, and your abilities to see it in the way that they see you. The words that they speak will give themselves away. If they're speaking lowly about themselves and others, that's them giving themselves away. They speak about themselves like that in a private time. That's how they talk to themselves. And so you need to be around people who understand that you are greatness personified. You have the power to make anything happen. Anything. Like, us being humans, we are God's greatest creation. And us being a human being and having the skills and talents and abilities to create, like, all of the things that we've created, not just furniture, not just homes, electricity, light bulbs, cars, bags, clothes, drinks, food. Like, we've been awakening to how powerful we are as humans, individually and collectively. And so, if you're somebody who has just been like in this low vibration, thinking lowly of yourself, you gotta let that go today. You letting that go today. That's why you meant to hear this message. So I'm finna pull some cards and see what comes out for us. And again, you don't have to take my word for it. If you feel like there's nothing wrong with you thinking like that, then cool. That's good. If that's working for you, carry on. All right. So the first card out we have is trust. I don't like that on my card. But anyway, trust. It's time for you to take a leap of faith and just trust God. You might feel like you're free falling. You might feel like it's you jumping out of a plane. Some of you might actually really be doing that. So congratulations on that. But just getting started. Whatever it is you have an idea on, trust that it's going to work out. Get started. Do it scared. Do it anyway. It's powerful the fact that you did it anyway. Irregardless if you feel like you had enough information about it, or I don't know if I'm gonna have the money and all this and that. Like, that's an illusion, man. Do it anyway. Take that jump anyway. Trust yourself. Trust that it's gonna work out. And if you can't trust yourself, then who in the hell you gonna trust? Hangman, ponder, retreat, enlighten. Become enlightened to the fact that you have to trust yourself. These people are all intermingling. And you're off to yourself. Because you have been in this space of questioning whether or not you are who you really say you are. You are. Look at how you look. Stop isolating yourself and putting yourself off to the side and hanging yourself up. You hanging yourself up, man. Hanged man. You hanging yourself up. You stopping yourself. Trust yourself. Be enlightened to your greatness. Be enlightened to your uniqueness. Be enlightened to how powerful you actually really are. You done got up and put that shit on, and you want to sit there and hang and not go to the party. The party only happening because you there. You woke up today. They been waiting on you. What you waiting on? What you pondering on? What you working on? They waiting for you to enlighten them about what you have become enlightened about. So behind the scenes we got, because these cards are flipped over, I was finna get ready to shuffle, but behind the scenes we have been enlightened to the fact that you may have been hoarding and being cheap. And y'all know I say this all the time. Stop being cheap with yourself. Stop being cheap with yourself. Because in actuality, you ain't doing nothing but holding yourself back. So you've been enlightened to the fact that you've been cheap with yourself and that you need to stop that. You need to destroy that. Crush that ideology of yourself. Crush that vision of yourself. Deconstruct the image that you have of yourself, because you sitting there doing this, holding on to the money. I can't spend it. Being scared. You holding on to it. That's all you gonna ever have. You gotta give it away to get some more. You ain't even enjoying the money that you do have. Holding it like that. Arigato in, arigato out. Money comes in, money goes out. It's a cycle. It's supposed to be given away. We supposed to pass it along. They gonna hold it for a little bit, then they gonna give it to somebody else, and they ain't even gonna hold it for a long time. They gonna give it to somebody else, and then they gonna give it to somebody else, and then they gonna give it to somebody else. And guess what? That shit gonna come right back to you. And then guess what you gonna do? You gonna give it away again, and then they gonna give it to somebody else, and then they gonna give it to somebody else, and then they gonna give it to somebody else, and then the shit gonna come back to you, and then you just gonna keep doing that. So stop trying to hold on to it. Because you can't take the shit with you when you're dead. So you've been enlightened to that. You let that go, and then you realize that you have cash flow now. You're a powerhouse. You are the supplier. That's what you've been enlightened to. That's what you just sat down pondering all of this. You've been sitting over there pondering, sitting on the shit, being cheap with yourself, holding yourself back. And you was like, nah, I gotta stop that. I gotta start trusting myself and take a leap of faith and jump out there. And now I'm seeing cash flow. That's all I had to do. Yes, man. Yes. That's what you got going on behind the scenes. Yes, man. Trust yourself. And what's the positive about this? The positive about this, I can't make this shit up. Mega bucks, provider, investor. Boom! This is how you showing up. King of coins. All you got to do is trust yourself. You went from looking like this because you ain't trust yourself, because you ain't believe in yourself. You ain't know how powerful you was. You didn't understand that you was greatness personified. You didn't understand that you was special. You let that shit go. You stopped living like that. Because that living in that particular space, in that environment, having that particular mindset was trash. It was garbage. You needed to throw that shit away and understand that you was the supplier. That was the point of you waking up today. And thank God for that. Thank you, God, for waking me up today. Thank you, God, for giving me a day that I never seen before and a day I'll never see again. Thank you. Thank you for entrusting me with this gift. You know. And start providing. You have not because you give. You don't give nothing. That's why you ain't got it. You sitting there holding on. This is what you was doing. Until you start giving it away. And then you realize that money was in the air. It's all around you. I breathe money. I see money. Everything is money. Come to me, come to me, come to me, come to me, come to me. You know? What's on the low vibrational end? Where you learn this shit from? Where you learn that from? How you learn to think like that? How you learn to see yourself like that? All right. So on the low vibrational end, sneaky, shady, scammer. So I feel like somebody was trying to scam you. Like, that previous way of thinking was a fucking scam. That was them taking... That was them taking your fucking gift away from you. You was in this low vibration of, oh, this is the way that you were supposed to do it. You're supposed to get up and do it this way because that's how everybody else is doing it. No, they wanted you to not trust yourself. That was them being sneaky and shady. That was them scamming you out of your greatness. And not only that, this could have been you, your mindset, because this is a Seven of Swords. This is mindset. I mean, it could be somebody external to you, but this is a sneaky, shady mindset. A mindset that was robbing you. You were robbing yourself by being in this space. Holding back from yourself, not trusting yourself, tricking yourself, not understanding that you yourself, you the star player. You the star. This is your shit. God gave it to you. You wouldn't be living the life that you living if God didn't want you to live it. God knew that you deserved it. That's why he gave it to you. The way you look, everything that you have it because you asked for it. And if you don't want it anymore, you owe it to yourself to ask for something new. And if you don't want it, give it away. Vacuum law of prosperity. Look it up. Stop being cheap with yourself. Stop scamming yourself. What's the advice? All right, hold on. We're going to go with that. The advice: street smart, real, direct. Be direct with yourself. Be real with yourself. Stop kidding with yourself. Your mind do not take jokes lightly. The mind don't understand whether if it's real or not. So that's why it's so easily to be scammed. Your mind take whatever thought that you believe and it utilizes that information and it makes it and reveals to you exactly what it is that you're experiencing. Because that's what you tell it. So you got to start being real and honest and direct with yourself. You direct your mind. Your mind is your worker. Your mind is the boss. Your body is the worker. So whatever you tell your mind, you got to have a clear mind, clear, direct, honest mind. And have your purest thoughts. And your pure thoughts could be, like I just said in the beginning of this, your pure thoughts could be, I'm a failure. I'm not great. I'm not abundant. I'm gonna be, I live check to check. Of course. Yes. Oh, you living like that? I wonder why you living like that. Because that's what you're telling yourself. If you don't direct your mind and be like, oh girl, I'm finna get this, and say it with conviction, believe it in your mind that that's what you're worth, that that's what you deserve, and trust that it will, once you say it, it is now behind you, that it has already happened, that it's already yours, and that your environment is smart too, because it's listening to your mind. Street smart. Your mind is paving the road. Your mind is going to direct you. It may come in the form of a YouTuber, a video. It might come in the form of a book. It might come in the form of you listening or overhearing a conversation. It might come in the form of you might see something on a fucking commercial. You might see something on a billboard. You might see something, like, the signs are all around you. But you have to direct your mind and be aware of where you're falling. Yeah, you trusting, but they trusting on the fact that they know where they're going. They jumped out of there. They even believe, oh my God, I'm jumping out of it. I'm jumping out here. I don't have no parachute. I'm going to die. Oh, that's what you believe? Okay, that's what you're going to get. Oh, I'm jumping out here. My body is going to direct me into the safest path for me to land. Then that's what they're going to receive. But ultimately, the choice is up to you. You the one that took the jump. So what are you going after? You understand what I'm saying? What's at the bottom of the deck? Again, you could jump and you, oh my God, I'm going to die. Yeah, you will die. Or you're going to jump and you're going to be like, oh shit, I'm going to jump. I might be fucked up for a little bit, but I'm going to make it out. Resilient, grit, perseverance. I'ma still survive. I'm still rise. You see? That makes sense? Alright. So let's get us an affirmation card. I'm also sensing to the fact that somebody is unaware that they can earn money by doing the things that they want to do. They don't trust themselves. They don't trust that idea. So it has them in this space where they feel like they got to hold on to something that seems and looks secure, but it's not really secure because you're in this space of living check to check, living off of a little, and you used to that. But that is going to change because you're now going to believe it. People gonna start looking at you. You goddamn right. People gonna start looking at you like, who you think you is? I'm such and such. I'm me. That's who I am. Who are you? And it might not even be the fact that you might not even have to say nothing to them because you're gonna be like, oh, you think I ain't shit. Because you don't think you shit. Oh, okay. I see where it's going. So it says, I am always receiving the essence of what I am giving. Exactly. So it says, appreciation and love and alignment to that which is source is the ultimate give back. So to speak, for in your pain or struggle, you have nothing to give back. Pain and struggle, being cheap with yourself. You ain't got nothing to give back because you feel like this is all you're going to get. But that's going to be eradicated with this awareness, with this clarity. You now understand this, that you are the supplier, that you are the cash flow. So it says, you have nothing to give back. What you are living is always an exact replica of your vibrational patterns of thoughts. Didn't I just say that? Your thoughts. Don't scam yourself. Nothing would be more fair than life as you are living it. For as you are thinking, you are vibrating. And as you are vibrating, you are attracting. And so you are always getting back the essence of what you are giving. So if you're not giving anything, then what are you going to expect to get? You ain't giving anything. I got to put it up. I got to save it. Save it for a rainy day. Save it for a rainy day. I got to save it. No. Make it rain, my brother. Make it rain. Make it rain. And trust that everything that I'm investing in is for the greater good of all. And if you don't If you spending your money on stuff that don't make you feel good, if you spending your money on stuff that it's not going to be an asset, if you spending your money on liabilities, then you're going to have a life that is liable to not give you the results that you want. You see how I did that? So, I'm going to give y'all a money affirmation card. And I'm going to give you 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So, the first one is mindset and worthiness. I am deserving of a life filled with financial ease and joy. I am deserving of a life filled with financial ease and joy. Trust that. Intuition and wisdom. My financial path is guided by clarity, not by fear. My financial pattern is guided by clarity, not by fear. Okay, don't let it be guided by this. That's fear. You're scamming yourself. Okay. This is what you listening to fear sounds like. You scamming yourself. This is what you listening to fear look like. You scamming yourself. Don't listen to that. I am releasing old stories of financial struggle. See? I am releasing old fears of financial struggle. Overcoming scarcity. This card is, the universe is conspiring to bring me more than I need. And that's you being honest and directing. You're directing your mind. You're vibrating this. You're also speaking this out into the universe. You're saying the universe is conspiring to bring me more than I need. If you don't feel like the universe is conspiring to bring you more than you need, then you're going to be cheap with yourself. You're going to be hoarding it. You're going to be holding yourself back, and you're going to be holding back what you can offer to the world. So that's the message. I hope this reading resonated with somebody out there, and I hope that you go out there and you get everything that you deserve and desire, because you deserve it. Stop being scared. Trust yourself. And I will see y'all in the next one. If you made it this far, thank you for all your love and support. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you. And I will see y'all in the next one.